Blessings and welcome to all of my precious Pisceans out there. This is Synergized Tarot by Tammy. This is your teen tarot reading, whether it's your sun, moon, or rising sign in Pisces. And yes, I'm a Pisces moon, so always a lot of fun to be able to connect with my fellow Pisceans out there. So the month of May here, Pisces, when I was meditating on our energies, one of the biggest signs was a lot of boats floating by. So I do feel this is a month to maybe for some of us take some type of journey, and maybe literally a far away type of journey where you're, moving across country or traveling to foreign lands. But this is a month I do feel for us Pisces, it's time to have some type of fun. And definitely it looks like by the water, it looks like, if it's taking a cruise or taking some type of boating trip, I was definitely seeing the whales and the beautiful dolphins out there playing by all these beautiful big boats and ships that I was connecting to. So yes, I do feel this is just a sign for us all to remember to take some time to have some fun and play and have a good time by the water, take a trip, a journey, a cruise, whatever may suit your fancy. So yes, I'm going to take that in consideration myself. So let's first start off with an archetypal energy, a light attribute that we be feeling this month, Pisces, in the month of May. So let's see what the first card is, and then we'll pull an oracle, and then we'll go into the self position. Well, we're going to be the advocate this month. And what it says here inspires you to put compassion into action. So this is definitely a time to put your passions into action and compassion to all, right? So that's beautiful. And you do have quite a bit going on in your third house this month of communication. That could be short-term plans and trips, so little journeys that you may be going on. But you'll have the sun, and yes, Uranus has been in there now in Taurus, and so there's probably a lot of changes and upheavals and disruptions that come in the third house of communication there. So you also have a new moon there on the 4th of May. You also have Venus and Mercury in that third house. So you're going to have a big focus on that third house this month. So it'd be important to really think about how you communicate to others. And it is all about taking time to maybe take some short-term plans, some trips and journeys that would give you some time to maybe communicate with others and connect. Maybe this is with your siblings, your neighbors, your cousins, because that is the connection to those too, your friends. So let me pull an oracle from the hidden realm. I was going to say you have Jupiter in your 10th house for the whole year, so there'll be a lot of changes, maybe a new journey in your career in the 10th house. And you will have a full moon on the 18th of May in your 9th house, and that is about traveling to foreign lands. So there may be something that comes to fruition by the end of this month here. So let me see. We're going to start off with an oracle, and let's see what you have. The Fire Prince. Wow, a lot of the signs have been getting this card here. So a lot of us are putting our fire into energy and becoming the Fire Prince here. It is about optimism and aggression for us Pisces this month. So let me read this a little bit about our Fire Prince here and give you a little bit of insight. So let's see. Just going to hold that up so you can see it. When the Fire Prince arrives as her ally, he lets you know that he represents the invisible forces behind all manner of manifestation, and it brings you the gift of optimism. You will be rightly inspired to move forward and take confident and assertive action to reach your goal. And that's why you probably have Jupiter there blessing you this whole year to really reach out towards your career, your goal, your destiny here, and be confident and assertive while doing it. Envisioning the path of the highest good with an optimistic look, the Fire Prince also brings you the gift of a miracle. Things come together as if by magic to create the reality you seek. You have every reason to be hopeful. Move forward knowing that you have everything you need and more. Just remember to share the enthusiasm, believe in others, and be optimistic for them. too, and your good fortune will multiply. And that's why you also have the Advocate card here. It is about inspiring you to put compassion into action. So yes, this is why us Pisces are going to be that fire prince this month. We're going to put our passions into action, and we're going to be aggressive and optimistic about it all. So yes, we've got that 10th house of Jupiter in there until the end of this year. So it just went retrograde for the next few months. So this will be a time where we're going to really start to be more assertive and more aggressive and optimistic about our goals and how to reach them. So let's start off with the self position for us Pisces, and we'll see how our month begins for us here. So let's see, we have the Four of Cups. So it looks like there has been something that we have been disappointed about, and we need to be optimistic maybe about our goals. Maybe things haven't worked out the way we want to. And it is all about inspiring ourselves and to, put compassion into action. So I do feel this is a month to really get out of the Four of Cups. And Spirit is showing that there is more out there. There isn't more from this other cup that we can receive here. We just have to be optimistic. We have to be assertive. We can't just sit there under the tree and wish upon a change. We have to actually be like the Fire Prince and do something about it there. So let me pull another card here, because this is the month that we really are. And maybe this is about us having fun, right? Maybe we haven't had as much fun as we want to with the Four of Cups. And we need to go out there and be assertive about having some type of fun here. Maybe that's what it's about this month, to get us out of that Four of Cups. Let's go have some fun and adventure here. Take some type of journey to start to enjoy ourselves here. So let me pull one card, and that's the key. The key is, how can we get out of the Four of Cups? What is disappointing us? What have we been disillusioned? What do we need to change so that we can really put things into action, so that we can really be inspired towards fulfilling our goals and desires? The key is to really open up to your feelings and, talk to Spirit, connect to your own vibration, listen to your own insight, intuition, because us Pisces, we're the most intuitive out there. When we take time to really understand and listen to ourselves, and we really do get the understanding from that higher spirit from us. So let's go to the second house, and the second house is our finances and resources. So let's see how our finances and resources, the Nine of Swords. So there's something that we're not happy about in our finances here. Maybe that's why we're in the Four of Cups. We need to challenge ourselves to maybe find a new career, a new destiny, because that's what we have Jupiter in there. If we're not having what we want, because Jupiter is the planet of expansion and growth and luck and success. So we need to, if we're not happy in our job, if we're not having the success, if we have been disappointed, the Fire Prince is saying, let's use Jupiter's energy and make some changes here in our 10th house so we can really start to grow and expand what we're really going to truly make us happy here in this lifetime. So let me pull another card in our finances, and it does look like there's some changes for more growth. So this is all about long-lasting growth. So a lot of us Pisces are thinking maybe different ways that we can grow our resources so that we can have long-lasting happiness and joy in our finances. So some of us are really starting to think what we can do to be more optimistic about our true goals and desires, and really put things into action. So this is a month that we really are going to see what we can do to change our finances, our resources for long-lasting growth. And if we have been definitely not happy in our resources, it looks like we're going to put the fire in action into passion for ourselves here. So let's go to the third house, because that's where all the energy seems to be for us Pisces, and communicating with others and with our family and friends and those that we associate with each and every day. So there we go, Seven of Wands. It looks like we're trying to make some changes. The Seven of Wands is spiritual strength and action, like the Fire Prince. It's like the Fire Prince is saying, are you ready to go through another portal? Are you ready to communicate and connect to others in a different way? So yes, it does look like the Fire Prince, the Seven of Wands, is saying whatever we need to take action in the way that we communicate, the way we connect to others, and it's time for us to stand up for ourselves. It may be that we need to take more aggressive action towards how we communicate, be more open maybe to our feelings. Maybe we have been disappointed by someone and we haven't let them know how we felt. And you need to share that if that is bothering you, especially since this is the third house with siblings and cousins and neighbors. So that maybe there's, a situation with maybe one of your siblings, someone close to you or a friend that you're having a difficult time and you're trying to figure out, how to be assertive about your feelings and let someone know how you feel. So let me pull another card in the third house here for us Pisces. Let's see here. Especially for us female here, we really need to stand up to others. We need to stand up in what we believe in. We need to be that advocate for others and for ourselves. So yes, it does look like for especially us females, we need to really stand up and fight for what we believe in, communicate our desires, connect with those. And maybe this is about connecting more to others. Maybe we have been more lonely, more disconnected, especially as females. That it means that we need to start to really fight for what we want and really get out there and communicate and connect with others so you don't feel so trapped or unhappy or lonely. So let me put one more card in the third house here for us Pisces, and then we'll go into the fourth house of family and home here. So if we do, this is the card of communication also, and this is the card of, blessings. This is the star card. So this is about knowing that if you do change the way that you communicate or reach out to communicate to others, that you need to, and you be aggressive and you stand up for yourself as the fire prince, it looks like you will be able to express yourself in a way that will get your feelings across there. So it's very positive there. It's like a blessing if you do. So let's go to the fourth house of family and home and see how our family life is looking. Whoa, the Knight of Cups here. That means, here we go. We see the water here, right? So maybe this is the month that we need to spend more time with our family, right? Maybe this is about us going maybe on a vacation, spending some time near the water with our family. So this is about love. This is about really connecting, listening to our feelings, our emotions, getting out of something that we're just feeling down about. And maybe this is about communicating to someone in our family about our feelings. But I just feel this is about maybe you've been disconnected from your family here a little bit. Maybe this is about finally getting those emotions out so that you can really find more love in your family life here. So it does look like things will look really lovely if you really connect to the water energy this month, because we are Pisces, we are connected to the water. And we take more time around that energy, it really will help us with our vibration. So yeah, this is about new strength, new power. Maybe this is about you standing up for yourself with a family member, someone in the family, right? Because the bear is all about, the power, not, standing up for yourself with the Seven of Wands, right? So yes, this is about knowing you have the strength this month. If you do have to communicate your feelings to someone, to tell them something, it looks like, that's actually going to help the situation out if you do there. So, yeah, the Knight of Cups is love. So there seems to be love flowing in the fourth house of family. So let's see, let's go to the fifth house, because the fifth house is about love, romance, and our creative ideas and our children. So let's see here. Let's see how our fifth house is looking here. Well, the Nine of Wands, yeah, we need to go have some more fun. We need to hang out with our children more. We need to really connect to our true desires and passions. And that's what the Nine of Wands. We're carrying too much on our back. We need to, break free from the monotony or the busyness of our life, or, not have enough fun. This is definitely saying, Spirit wants to give us another cup. And if we're not having fun, then we need to change things so that we can. And it can be that we need to spend, well, this is actually the Ten of Wands, but it's pretty much the same understanding there. But it is about endings. We need to change something that's not right, that's happening in love or connected to our children or with our desires, or something that we have to change to fix things there, to make things more desirable for us. So let me pull another card in our fifth house here for us Pisces. Yes, it looks like we've had some cross to bear maybe, and we really have to have faith to change things in the way that, again, we communicate maybe to others about our feelings. And so I do feel this is about really listening to our intuition, our feelings, and opening up about them so that we can really communicate to those who have to understand what we're going through. Because I do feel for some of us Pisces, yeah, it does look like we had a cross to bear with, maybe how we've dealt with our children, not having enough love. There's something that, maybe your creative ideas aren't coming out as powerfully uh, in the way that you want. But looks like this is the month that we're going to really be like the fire prince. So we're going to get out of that 10 of Wands, and we're going to have faith that we will. So the sixth house is all about our day-to-day life, right? Well, we have the Six of Cups. So the sixth house and the number 6 here is our day-to-day life. And it looks like we're reminiscing about something from the past, reminiscing about fun. Look at, having more fun like a child, hanging out with our children more, right? So the sixth house is something we want to fulfill and connect to, maybe from the past. It could be about really wanting to do something, because the sixth house is our day-to-day life and also our workflow. So it could be that you really want to do something different in your day-to-day life and your work, and that you have been reminiscing about things from the past or a past lifetime. That is, you need to listen to those feelings, the intuition, because this is all about our emotions, our insight, our connection to our spirit guides and angels, right? So there is something I do feel we want to change in our sixth house, what it is about our health regime, or about, just something that you just really are desiring to change in your day-to-day life. You really are thinking about big changes that you want to do here at Pisces, to make your day-to-day life more fun, more exciting. So let me pull one more card here, especially male energies here. So it does look like some of you male energies are really reminiscing about something from the past that you really have to listen to that understanding, because there's a reason why you're feeling that. And maybe it's about you pursuing something that you really need to. So let me pull another card in the sixth house, and then we'll move to the seventh house, which is all about our committed relationships and partnerships. Yeah, it looks like things are cloudy. And this is, again, what I said. You've got to listen to your intuition, your insight, your higher power, because if you do, things will get clear about what you need to do about the Six of Cups, something that you have been really daydreaming about or receiving a lot of messages from your dreams. So it's important that we listen to those visions and insights and signs and symbols are coming to us from the universe to help us on our way, to get us out of this cloudiness so we can see the sunlight again, right? So let's go to the seventh house, and that's about our relationships, our committed partnerships, and our one-on-one contacts. So let's see how that is going for us Pisces. Well, you got 2 cards in that. Wow. Well, we have the Magician and the Queen of Swords here. I see a strong Gemini here for some type of connection, maybe some type of new magical beginning with Gemini, Libra, Aquarius here with the Queen of Swords and the Magician here. So specifically a Gemini, because the Magician is connected to the Gemini also. So, this could be a very strong month of also the Queen of Swords, I was going to say, is about communication. So there's a very strong desire for some of us Pisces to really communicate to our committed relationships, our partnerships about something, to change something. The Magician is all about having all the resources. There's something for some of you Pisces who I feel need to communicate something to your partner, to make some changes, or maybe this is about beginning a new journey, because we are seeing something, because the Queen of Swords can be about separation. It can be about leaving a relationship to start something more magical. And this is saying that the Queen of Swords is saying, you have been contemplating, it's time to communicate this and become the Magician. It looks like you have all the resources to step out and maybe leave a relationship if that is what you need to do. But it is showing that you have the power this month, the aggression, that if some of you are in a situation where you do feel, this also could be about a partnership too. I do feel some of you are ready to maybe start a partnership with someone who has the authority. You're ready to communicate, or this Queen of Swords be connecting to you, Pisces, and wanting to communicate a partnership, and knowing that you both will have all the resources together. This would be a great partnership for some of you who are starting a business or trying to find the right partner. You be receiving, maybe that's what it is in third house. Yeah, it looks like some of us will be receiving something very important through communication to really help us on our business, on finding a new job, a new journey, clear thinking this month, and it does seem like some powerful communication be coming our way for that. So let's go to the eighth house, because the eighth house is the house of transformation, big changes. And let's see here. Let's see what kind of changes are coming up for us for the month of May. Yeah, we got a journey. There's the journey card, right? It's like a ship boat, I guess, or an airplane boat ship. I don't know what you want to call it, a floating airplane ship. But anyway, it does. This is the Three of Wands. This is all about taking a journey somewhere. So yes, I feel a lot of us are making some time to maybe make a lot of changes to go on some type of new journey. Looks like we are planning this change. We have been waiting for this journey to embark on something new. And this could literally mean, with the Three of Wands, going into foreign lands, really traveling to long distance places where you've maybe never been before. But yeah, there's big changes coming, and you're looking out to the horizon and are ready for this new beginning, because we do have the resources, the Magician says, and we have the insight, the clear thinking, the understanding from our higher spirit to be the advocate, to be the Fire Princess month. Uh, Blessings. This is joy. This is, making changes so that we can have happiness again. This is why we're in the Four of Cups at the beginning of the month for some of us Pisces. And the key is, let's plan for this new journey. Let's, listen to our insight so that we can have joy. This is the month, like I said, journeys, take a trip, go have fun. Yes, we need to really enjoy ourselves this month here in Pisces. So let's go to the ninth house. And the ninth house is all about, and we will have a full moon at the end of the month on the 18th. And that is about foreign lands and traveling, distance, far away distance, higher education, and of course, the wisdom and insight that we receive. And we have the sun. This is all, again, about fun and traveling and vacation and getting out there in the world, going to foreign lands, going on a journey. So this is really positive this month, that the full moon is really encourages us. The sun is saying, go out and enjoy me. Go out in the sun and by the water and really connect to all that is there. So yes, it looks like we are really being encouraged to go and have fun this month and get out there in the sun and the water, because there you go. The moon and sun is saying, because you need to. You need to. We need to, Pisces. The moon and the sun are saying we need to go out and have some fun. It's time for adventure and traveling. There we go. We have seen the word, and we need to take heed. And I'm going to take that heed myself for the month. Oh, so the 10th house. We've got the 10th house of the Page of Coins. So remember when I said we have Jupiter in our 10th house for the whole year. This means we really have to focus on our career and destiny, which is cool about the Page of Coins. This is about learning some type of trade, learning something so that we can grow. So a lot of us are changing our direction. We're going on a new journey. We're planning for something new. And it is important because things are possible. Maybe some of us are going back to school, because the Page of Coins is about going back to school. And I know I'm going to start to go back to school and learn more about some other things that I've been really interested in learning. So this is about taking heed. What do you desire to get on your journey? Do you have to go back to school? Do you have to learn a trade? I do feel someone's going to communicate, or this is the month to really communicate to others to find out how you can, receive those blessings, right? And it's through communication. Maybe you are waiting for a scholarship. Maybe you are waiting for something to come through to help you, get into some type of program that's going to help you assist in your career and destiny here. So yeah, this is a month, communication, receiving an offer, remembering something that you've really wanted to do, waking up and realizing now what you've been disappointed so that you can be the Magician. Clear thinking, time to separate from old desires that haven't been, happy, or you haven't been fulfilled by them, and really think about the journey. Yes, communication, something going on this month for us Pisces. It really looks like this is the month that we're going to receive a lot of communication for something, or communication, getting it out there and communicating, so Pisces, you can have this beginning. So this is a month that it looks like we're all going to really start to really focus on being that fire prince here and communicating, and others communicating to us, so that we can really, I mean, it's like blessings, something coming out of the blue through communication. So don't be surprised about that, to really change your focus, to maybe get you on your pathway, to get through the doorway that you've been wanting to. Maybe this is about getting through that doorway, right? And finally moving forward. Maybe things have been slow and you have to be really optimistic about, your desires there. So let's see here. Let's go to 11th house. 11th house is our friends, our organizations, and connections to others here. So let's see, what's the 11th house looking like? Oh, that one want to fly. I want to say Jupiter and Saturn are sitting in there, and maybe a lot of changes, restructuring in our friends, connections to maybe, really thinking about the different types of organizations and community situations that we're involved in. It looks like we're really restructuring, changing things and transforming, maybe finding those places and situations and organizations that we really want to connect to also. So this is a big restructuring in our 11th house here for us Pisces. We really are trying to get out. Maybe this is about not having as much fun, because Saturn and Pluto being in then our 11th house, maybe we haven't had a lot of fun. This is also our hopes, wishes, and dreams. So we need to really focus. Saturn and Pluto are really trying to transform and change our thought process, how we think about things, so that we can really restructure, and if we need to fulfill our true wishes and dreams, something that we have been really wanting to fulfill. We really have to be optimistic about those desires, those dreams, and know that we can fulfill them. We really can, because we have the Page of Wands too. Page of Wands, this is about new desire, new connections to others, and action being taken. So, and communication cards, we've got so many cards of communication. This is communicating to others now, communicating with your friends, connecting to those. Maybe you just have been too busy, like I said, lonely. It's time to get out there, as Pisces, and put things into action, have more fun. Again, maybe this is our connection to our children. We need to connect to our children more. Maybe we haven't had as much time to dedicate to them, but there's something that we really have to focus more, not on our sadness or loneliness or disappointments, but we really have to focus on having more fun and believing in our dreams and being more optimistic about them. So, and we have the Tower. So there's a lot of changes, a lot of things going in our 11th house, and it could be through, this could be a big corporation, a big company. I just feel something unexpected is coming through communication, 11th house, to really help us on some type of direction. It could be in love. It could be in our journey. We receive some type of wonderful job opportunity. This could be going back to school. Definitely see some of us going back to school, which I know I am. So, wow, that's beautiful. So let's go to the 12th house, and the 12th house is our house, Pisces. We are the 12th house, the mystical house, the connection to the divine, the unseen, and of course, the belief and the will. There we go. We are about to change. This is about an ending of a cycle, because the 12th house is what? The ending of a cycle to start something new. So there's a big change coming for us here in the 12th house, our house Pisces. And so we have to listen to our own intuition, our own insight, the signs and symbols that are coming, because it does look like this change, this offer, something is going to be shown to us, something is going to be given to us somehow, some way. So we really have to take time to meditate, to listen, to understand what is happening, because if we really want changes, it looks like the 12th house, the wheel is changing for us, and we really have to listen to our insight to figure out the direction. Yeah, secret knowledge coming out this month. Secrets to be revealed, because this is the secret house, right? So yes, Pisces, let's just focus on the fact that there's some secrets that will be revealed this month, knowledge that's coming to us to help us on our way. And it's all looking beautiful, like blessings. And all we have to do is take that cup. We have to leave things that have been emotionally disappointing to us, and know that there's Spirit giving us a new cup, a new emotional happiness, new joy, new energy, and we have the Fire Prince to put it all into action. So let's pull a couple of romance angel cards here, and connect a little bit more to love, because I do feel this is a focus on having more fun and getting out there and enjoying ourselves, whether it's in love, with our family, with ourselves, with our creative ideas. Big changes if we do focus on our intent. So let's pull a couple of romance angel cards here. The first card, retreat. So yeah, this is time to retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. So yeah, some of us just need to disconnect. This means going on a retreat, going on and enjoying yourself so that you will feel more deeply connected to your soul again, to really be more like the fire prince. Maybe this is what we need, to connect to the water so that we can get our fire back again here. So a couple more cards in the romance section here, and then we'll close up here, Pisces. But yeah, let's remember to have some fun so we can have these beautiful positive changes, listening to our insight and what we are being shown. We've got a couple more here, so let's take it all, because we deserve love, don't we? And it looks like Cupid, our angels, our guides are ready to shoot that arrow to someone. So let's get out there. Maybe while we're on vacation having fun, we're going to have a lot of love going on. So let's stay optimistic about our love life for those who are looking for love. And some of us need to pay attention to the red flags out there. And that's why I feel some of you be making some changes in maybe a committed relationship, because you are paying attention to the red flags and you see things clearer now, and you're listening to your insight. And you know you can be the magician. You have all the resources that if you need to leave a situation, relationship, that you will be the magician. You will be able to start something new. So just to close this up, I just want to see how many major arcana cards you do have. 1, 2, 3. So you have 3 major arcana cards, which is awesome. It's all about positive changes. We go from the 10 to the 1, right? And the sun adds up to the 1 too. So this is all about knowing new beginnings here, positive changes. We have the wheel of fortune. We have the magician saying we have everything externally to make it happen. And our connection to our angels and guides and to the sun's energy. The universe is there supporting us. So come on, Pisces, what do we have to do to make that wheel change? What do we have to do to get out of this loneliness and unhappiness and, sleepless nights? But whatever it is, we know that there is going to be some type of opening up to some type of communication here. We've got court cards here. We've got 4 court cards here. We've got the Knight of Cups, the Queen of Swords, the 2 pages here. Connections to others, very important this month here. And the connection to really listening to our intuition and insight here. So much love to you, Pisces. Begin that journey. We're going to have a lot of fun if we do and go on that retreat and enjoy yourselves this month. And until next time, and if you ever want a personal reading from me, please check out all links below. And much love to all of you who support the channel each and every month. And until next time, with pure love, this energy.